with Eastern Commerce. Now, when you think of Eastern Commerce, you think we're going to show you a basketball story, right? Talk about Jamal Magloire's return to Toronto? Wrong. Grossman's got the scoop on Eastern and hockey.
Three years ago, Eamon Nolan had an idea. That was to give some students an opportunity to play hockey, people who've never played before. And at Eastern Commerce, the goals and dreams came true when he contacted the National Hockey League Players Association, asked them for some help, and they came through big time with lots of equipment and now an opportunity. There must be a tremendous amount of satisfaction when you see what's been accomplished in a couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, primarily I'm a teacher, and as a teacher I want to see students engaged in school, and this is another opportunity for kids to connect to their school. And hockey, unfortunately, has become a sport that's become elitist and inaccessible to a lot of Canadians. So the NHLPA are conscious of that and see that they want children out there getting involved in the sport, and recreational hockey for me is the way to go, and here we are.
You've just come to Canada from Nepal recently. What's it like learning now how to play our national winter sport?
It's very good. It's pretty good experience over here. There are good coaches and they're training me very well. And in 3 days I'm a good skater now, and I will be learning hockey soon.
What's been the biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge is the balance on the ice.
I came to Canada a couple years ago and Mr. Nolan offered me to play hockey. It was my first time. I never played hockey in my life.
How much longer you plan on taking this at Eastern Commerce, and what do you see yourself doing in 5 years when it comes to hockey?
I wish I could play hockey forever because it's my last year in school, so I'm not going to be able to play another year.
Nora, what's it like playing hockey for Eastern Commerce? Something new for you.
Yeah, it's challenging. I don't know. I really like it though, because it's like a game I've never played in my life, and I'm trying to get used to it.
When you told your family you'd be playing hockey, what kind of reaction did you get from them and from your friends?
They kind of laughed because I've never played hockey before, so they're like, "Oh, you're gonna fall so many times," and then my friends were like, "Oh, can we come and record?"
I think hockey traditionally set up for elite. You must be the best, and so therefore a school program is for the best kids to play against other best kids. But I have the best kids, they're just not the best at hockey, so I like recreational.
Hockey is taken for granted in Canada, but for many youngsters, such as those at Eastern Commerce Collegiate, they now have an opportunity to learn the sport and to play it, also have a lot of fun. At Ted Reeve Arena, I'm David Grossman for The Drill and High School Sports Zone.
What you guys don't see here behind the scenes at Sports Zone is that we have some great high school co-ops who do a lot of production work for the show. And one of them is Angela. She's from Monsignor Percy Johnson, and she managed to score an interview with the mayor and football coach of the Don Bosco Eagles.
Many people know him as Mayor Rob Ford, but to these Don Bosco Eagles, he's known simply as Coach Ford. Rob Ford started the Don Bosco football team around the same time he became a rookie city councilor. Through hard work and dedication, he took these tough kids from rough neighborhoods and turned them into an emerging football powerhouse.
I've been coaching for about 17 years, and if I wasn't there, there wouldn't be a football program. At the end of the day, I'd like to see these young men become productive members of society.
You also created the Ford Football Foundation. Tell us why you decided to do that.
The Rob Ford Football Foundation, I started about 3 years ago, and it helps fundraise money. The money goes to programs that are new. Rob Ford plants the seed, and then you see years and years of benefit, and that seed turns into a huge tree that's all football players.
To date, his foundation has given out more than $100,000 in order to purchase equipment and establish football programs at high schools across the city. And how have you benefited from having a football program at your school?
I benefited a lot because I've been going to class and trying to, the football gave me a goal to go to university. I was just going to work construction with my father, So football is the main reason I just stayed in school.
I love playing football because it's fun. It keeps me out of trouble. It gives me an opportunity to hit kids and not get in trouble for it. It gives me an opportunity to further myself, not only as a human being, but as in my education, because now you could use football as a way to get into post-secondary education.
Do you recommend other high schools to take on a football program?
It's definitely a great avenue for the kids to possibly pursue a university career or even just help them kind of better their characters as well as understand possible traits that will help them further in life, such as teamwork, dedication, time management, and just overall camaraderie that they build within the teammates and within the school community.
Every time there's a football game, the whole school gets let out. There's the cheerleaders, there's the bands, the music, everything. The pep rallies, sort of everything rallies around the football team. And it's great for school spirit. You know, hockey's good and baseball's good and soccer, but you don't get the crowds like you do at a football game.
So what's the plan for next year? Are you still going to coach?
Oh, absolutely. We're ranked number 1 this year. We beat Richmond in the regular season 34-0, and unfortunately we had a bad game at the wrong time. And the kids were pretty bummed out, but you know what? Told them you got to take the high road. We'll get back at it next year.
Football is not only a sport to these kids, it's an opportunity. And it is evident that football has been a positive influence on helping these students realize their full potential in life. For High School Sports Zone, I'm Angela Leamy.
Great story. Our last story comes from another one of our great co-ops. Izzy managed to meet an outstanding student from Blessed Mother Teresa. Take it away, Izzy.
On the gridiron, Matthew Lewis is like everyone else. He can tackle, sack, and impose hell on opposing offenses like any other high school football player. What makes this grade 12 student at Blessed Mother Teresa Catholic Secondary School different than his peers is he's autistic. Despite this ailment, he's able to play like everyone else. Matthew Lewis has ultimately mastered his craft as one of the elite defensive tackles in the TDSB Varsity Development Football League. Matthew, how's it been like playing football?
Football has been really great, you know, our first year experience, and it's been amazing, you know. I never knew that I could play football very well first year. Coach Fayed has taught us a lot of things since coming from Windsor.
What are the challenges you play while playing football?
Injuries, the practices that we go through, the hard work that we do, but you know, it all pays off in game time, so I'm really happy, so I wouldn't care how much running we do at the practices.
Describe Matthew as a player.
Matthew is a hard worker. You know, he's very diligent. He comes to every practice. You know, he works really, really hard. He tries to get better every day. Every team needs some characters. You know, you always got your leaders. You always have your captains. You're always going to have your athletes, the guys that come to work hard. And then you have your characters. And we got a couple of those on our team this year, and Matthew's definitely one of them. I did not know Matthew had autism at first. And it's quite amazing to me that a kid like that can come out, have fun, understand what we're trying to do, understand the defensive schemes that we've put in place, and play well.
It's not like it limits him from doing anything, right? Like, he's still capable of doing everything. All really good friends with him, so it's all good.
In addition to succeeding on the football field, Matthew has been able to maintain a high GPA with a B+ average, excelling in math and history. He has also been a leader in his school and community when he was awarded the Principal Award in elementary school as a top academic achiever due to having great leadership skills.
Blake Griffin, a future NBA superstar.
So walk me how you've been able to handle your problems such like you never had the problem like.
I've been through problems before, and you know, it's not easy. Everybody goes through problems, but look at me now. I'm good. I'm almost getting ready to graduate, and I'm an all-star, so what can I say?
What advice can you give others who suffer from obstacles and challenges?
Keep your heads high. Keep your heads strong, because, you know, there'll always be a tough road, but there's always ways you guys could leave through the big hole and come out of it with a good positive.
I've been truly inspired by Matthew Lewis's story, from his on to off the field workouts. He has turned obstacles into accomplishments. And another force humble. For High School Sports Zone, Izzy Abraham.
I'm liking the up close and personal. We've got more of them in the future, so be sure to tune in next year. Be sure to like our Facebook fan page, and if you have a game you want us to cover, remember, sportszone@rogerstv.com. I'm Anthony Bruno. Enjoy your holidays and have a happy new year from all of us here at High School Sports Zone.